Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Seven Figure Entrepreneur Helps You Build Your Personal Brand. If you're a guy that's trying to build your personal brand and you would like some help, you want some tips on how to scale your brand using social media, scale your idea. If you have an idea that you want to start making content around, right? Join me for tips. Join me for tips to come and join. The link is in the chat. If you're a man right now, ambitious man that is tired of exchanging your 9 to 5 for your dreams, you're tired of clocking in and clocking out, and you want to know how to establish a personal brand, how to build a personal brand, the link is in the chat. Let's get it. Link is in the chat. As you authenticate in the background, in the backstage, you're going to be able to join. Why did it shift focus? Focus on me, camera. Focus on me. Now, let me move this real quick. The link is in the chat, guys. Why aren't you on the main channel? Because today is not main channel day. Today is not main channel day. This is only for the business. This is the business guys only. This is the business guys only. Link is in the chat. If you're looking to take your personal brand to the next level using social media and you would like some help, link is in the chat. Link is in the chat. Come and join. Come and ask whatever questions that you currently have. As I wait for people to join, you guys can ask me some questions in the backstage chat. As you join, put your age next to your name for me. Put your age next to your name. Adami, what's your age, bro? Put your age next to your name, Adami. What's going on, man? You're muted. All you guys who are asking questions in the chat, click the link to come and join, man. I can't hear you, bro. Your audio is disconnected. Click the settings. Click the settings and try to go to the audio source. Can't hear you. If you're looking to scale your personal brand using social media and you want some help from a 7-figure entrepreneur, I made my first $1 million last year. I can't hear you, bro. Try to disconnect that audio. Try to disconnect that audio and give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Scaling Your Personal Brand with Social Media. Please make it 18 plus, bro. You can just ban the trolls. Yeah, for the business stuff, it's 18 plus. If you guys are 18 and up and you want help with your personal brand, I have no problem. I have a couple of 18-year-olds in my mentorship already. Guys who are serious about establishing their business. So 18-year-olds are welcome. 18 up. The link to join is in the chat. Adami, are you there, bro? I still can't hear you, man. Fit, we are all one argument away from losing our jobs. That's the reality, man. That's the reality. I'm trying to give guys advice on how they can start making some money using their personal brand and using social media to scale their personal brand. But I'm doing this specifically for the business channel only. If you're watching this right now, all 90 of you guys who are watching, if you would like to join, you have a business idea or you want to start personal branding and you're not so sure how, click the link in the chat to come and join. Nick Holden, Finance with Flow. Click the link in the chat to come and join. Yes, it's free to join. It's free to join. It's free to join, bro. Adami, is your audio figured out? Blessings Fit. What's up, Curtis? How you doing, man? Ibrahim, how's it going, man?
How's it going? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Do you acknowledge that this is live and I can use the clips however I choose?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. What business are you in or personal brand you trying to establish?
Yeah, so I'm in the coaching space and I've been doing it for the last 6 months. And I've been kind of tying down with my niche. So my question is about niche. So before I kept it very general population, but I've noticed that the Muslim community is like almost an untapped market. There's Muslim coaches, but when it comes to, there's still a lot of potential there. So, but the one thing I'm trying to figure out is the pain points, because as much as I feel like getting in shape is not necessarily an endpoint for a lot of Muslim men, I'm finding that their pain points is money and getting married. So I'm trying to figure out how to approach that in the sense of like, do I put fitness as like that will get you, that can get you there, like it'll give you the energy, and obviously it'll. So that's kind of where I'm at right now when it comes to my niche. I'm just trying to figure out how to hit that pain point.
So why exactly are you targeting Muslims? Is that
I'm a Muslim myself.
okay? So then what? Okay, when I say niche, niche is not a religion. Niche is a specific avatar of people that you can help them solve a problem. It's not necessarily ethnic background or type of people. It's because there are types of people who would want your products and services, right? Regardless of being Muslim or not. So I don't know if you should only be talking to Muslim people. And what problem exactly have you solved that you want to help them solve?
I mean, good question. Yeah, because I mean, for me, when it comes to fitness is I use fitness as a way to get energy. So it gives me energy to make for my career, and so yeah, it gives me energy for my career to get more done, get more output for my productivity.
So what's your career?
I'm a community manager, so I work online and on communities and stuff like that.
Gotcha. How much a month do you make doing that?
$5K.
A community manager. So you work online. What exactly are you doing online?
I basically manage communities. So I work on like school communities and all that jazz.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what exactly is your role? What do you do?
Just make sure that I'm basically the middle between the influencer and the audience. So I create posts, I create
how did they hire you?
So I just found them myself. I just kind of go and I just do outreach. Like I've been doing it for a few years now. It started off with like just me just being in communities, but I realized, oh wow, like you know what, like why don't you just do it? I do it from home.
So why don't you create a personal brand about teaching people how to be community managers so they can make $5,000 a month?
Okay, that's a good idea. I think what happened, yeah, because I think what happened was like 6 months before I was like fitness. I only thought of fitness coaching, right? Because I think that's like when you look online, you see fitness coaching. But
fitness coaching is just one niche.
Yeah, exactly.
The personal branding, guys, is personal branding. Personal branding is I can solve problems for people.
Of course. Which that makes a lot of sense.
So you just described a perfect problem that you've already solved that I've actually never even heard about. Community manager, you making $5,000 a month. Why the hell you don't teach people how to do that? They don't even have to be an influencer. They don't even have to be a creator.
Yeah, that makes
You,
sense.
you can literally teach them how to manage communities.
That makes sense.
What? Like, bro, you making $4,000 doing that from your computer?
Yeah.
Bro, instead of you trying to not necessarily join an oversaturated niche, you're joining a niche where it's an uphill fight for you, where you have no leverage. You don't have any astounding leverage for fitness, but you are doing something that nobody is doing already, or at least I've never heard of. That's something that I will be trying to teach people. I'm sure there's plenty of people that would love to be a community manager and never have to show their face.
Makes sense.
Make $5,000 a month. How much? What's the cap? What's the amount of money you can make a month? The most?
Depends on the projects, or depends on who I'm working with. But typically, you can start with like just 500. We can start at 500, and then you can increase it based on how much they're making, or how much the churn is, and all that jazz. So,
okay, somebody says that's his regular job. I'm sure he's not passionate about it. Are you not passionate about being a community manager? Not really.
Not really. I mean, I do it. I mean, it's cool. The projects that I work on, I enjoy, but it's not like, I wouldn't say like it's necessarily my passion.
Gotcha.
Doing it, yeah, it's great. Like the projects I work on, I'm invested, but I don't know if I would. If it was like a random project, I wouldn't like just go for it.
So you think fitness is the niche that you are the most passionate
the reason
about?
why fitness was because when as I do this, but at the same time too, like I stay in shape, right? And it's like it actually helps me think clearly. It helps me have more energy. It just helps me with I feel like everything that I do, fitness is the reason why I'm able to do it, right? It just gives me more energy just to do anything. So that's kind of why I went the fitness route, because I was like, I'm already doing it. I'm already consistent in my workouts. I'm already consistent with my nutrition, my sleep, right? So it's like when I started doing it, it was kind of like it's already part of my life. We'll just share it. Like, why not, right?
I don't want to turn this into a looks maxing thing, but is your physique does it look good?
Yeah, yeah, I'm in shape. I won't show like my body because it's my aura, but which is an Islamic thing. But yeah, I mean, I stay in shape, do my thing.
Okay. So this is the problem, right? In order for you to stand out in fitness, your information has to be very, very good, or your physique has to be top tier. Unfortunately, like your physique is not top tier at the moment, but maybe your information is good. Right? I suggest that I tell people to make a personal brand out of things they are passionate about. So if the community manager thing is not something you're really passionate about, it might be tough for you. But the one thing I do understand about business is no matter if it's passion or not, everything becomes a business. And it's something that I've learned from Alex Hormozi. Like eventually it's going to be all the business. Eventually it's going to be sales, marketing, management, CS, all these things. That's whatever passion you're going to be into is going to eventually turn into. So just understand that it's going to be a harder climb for you with fitness if your physique isn't great. But why can't you just start making content right now and not necessarily niche down to Muslims, right? Unless there's a unique way you can go about it.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing. I felt like, because I speak the lingo, so it's very, when I was creating content for general population, it was clicking, but it felt like I was speaking to everyone. When I was speaking to Muslims, it was
still a big population though, bro.
Like just in general, or are you talking about the Muslims?
Muslims in general. It's
a huge population. So when I started posting content around that, it was like it just clicked, especially during Ramadan. Like it was like there was like a gap or something was missing there.
Yeah, like, because it's relative, right? Only people, that kind of content is only going to be related to people who are doing exactly what you're telling them to do, or what they can only relate to that based on them being Muslim. I can't necessarily relate to that, so your content wouldn't be shown to me. So, what's your Instagram?
Yeah, it's called Fit for Mental. I can put on a chat if you want me to.
Fit for Mental.
Yeah.
And for you guys who are trying to get some help with your personal brand, the link is in the chat. Link is in the chat. Let me see the chat real quick. Fit for mental. Muslim peak performance coach. Let's take a look at this. I help Muslims achieve their best using Islamic principles to get in shape, get married, and learn more. So are you trying to be a dating coach, or are you trying to be a lifestyle coach? You're solving too many pain points. I help Muslims achieve their best what? Using Islamic principles to get in shape, married, and earn more. So which one are you helping them do? Is it earn more? Is it get in shape, or is it to get married? When you're that diverse, it becomes hard for the algorithm to know who to show your content to. So you're trying to help them with wealth, health, relationships all at once, when it would be a lot easier for you to just help them with one thing.
Makes sense.
Then it'll be easier for your content to be shown to the right person. The whole goal with social media is trying to get your content right to be shown to the right people. So the platforms are not going to work hard for you. They're not going to do the extra work for you. It's that simple. You got it? So like you have to make it easy for them to show your content to the right people.
That makes sense. Yeah.
All right. So that's one thing I will fix. Let me see this post. Just because you haven't seen results yet. Okay, I hate videos like that. They get views, but they don't mean shit because it's more gimmicky than anything. The caption was better. The way you could turn this around is you could have just made this the caption, aware the people in the video, like read the caption, see the caption for more, or do this in the caption. All right, but you got to make specific content to help them with a specific problem, because you're all over the place. You're more like a generalist.
Yeah, that's actually what the thing was. I made the pivot like I think 2 months ago. So all the posts that are up, or specifically, are the posts that are very general. And I felt like maybe that was the issue. I was kind of speaking to everyone, but I was keeping it, like you said, that post that you said, it was like it's just too general. Even like the second one there, where it's just me working out, that one was also just too general.
Yeah, got you. Do you have other creators that you've looked up that are making the same kind of content as you?
There's a few Muslim creators that are doing quite well for themselves, like high followings, good engagement, and they've been in the game for some time. But there's not too many. But these guys are they are doing their thing. They're doing well.
So what content do they make?
So what it is particularly, it's very similar to like fitness content. A lot of it is just like working out and just nutrition, but they target a certain, it's still Muslims, but like, for example, there's one guy who targets people like specifically who it's like diabetes, right? So that's one market target.
But you see how that makes it very easy to grow? Imagine you're targeting Muslim people with diabetes. That is extremely specific. First of all, people who with diabetes are a specific group of people. Then you're talking about Muslim. So it's like Muslim diabetics.
Makes sense.
So his content is gonna make it so easy for the algorithm to know who to show his content to. Anybody that has ever searched anything about diabetes and being a Muslim is gonna be showing his content.
Makes sense.
So the first thing you need to do is go be specific with your content. Okay.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
If you want some help, man, You're making decent money. I don't think you should try to figure this out on your own. Social media can be very challenging.
Mhm.
So if you would like some help, do you want to figure it out on your own, or are you open to getting like some kind of coaching?
I do have a coach right now, but I'd be open to check out. Yeah, it's a link, right?
Yeah, I haven't posted it yet, but
Okay.
what's going on with the coach? Is he not helping you with social media?
Well, it's a business. Well, because that's the thing. I got fitness business coaching, so I got a fitness business coach. So that's the
Okay. My thing with fitness business coaches is they usually, and this is nothing about against your person. I don't know him.
of course.
It's just my analysis of people who do fitness business coaching. They kind of just teach you how to monetize,
Mhm.
not necessarily how to grow an audience.
Mm.
We teach you everything because my mentorship is with 3 different head of administration. Myself with personal branding,
Mhm.
my business partner that does sales and marketing. This person who scaled our business to 7 figures. He has several ClickFunnels awards, and then there's my content director.
Gotcha.
So just be mindful, not just you, but all you guys. If you're gonna be getting coaching, and I've had this conversation with people in my personal life who were asking me about the same thing. Who should I get as a coach? And they're getting coaches who are just helping you with one part of the business. Be mindful of that because you're gonna have to still figure all this part on your own.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense.
Anyway, if you would like some help, maybe in the future, see if it makes any sense. I'm gonna post a link for you in the chat.
Okay, appreciate
Book a
it.
free call. Let's see if it makes sense to work together.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it.
Amen. Have a good one.
Thank
Peace. Next caller, Adami. Are you there? Are you there now, bro?
Yeah. Can you hear me this time?
Oh yeah, but now you're blurry.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Are you there?
I don't know. Yeah.
I think you gotta change something about your audio setup, bro. Daniel, can I see your face, bro? So real quick, guys, the reason I decided to get into personal branding is because I've been doing it for the last 6 years. No, 7 years now, since 2018. As a matter of fact, funny enough, my first personal training client, I found one of our videos together when I just started making content. This was in 2018. So I've been doing content for a while. I built a successful business doing content, and my team has also helped other people in different niches. So it's not just myself coaching, it's people who are experts in this field teaching you how to do personal branding. So if you're a guy that wants to do personal branding, you want some help, you want to take your business to the next level, link is in the chat, man. Book a free call, join the inner circle. 10 spots are already gone. We're closing the mentorship at 55 people. So let's see if we're a good fit. Is Modern Man Evolution tomorrow on the main channel? Yes, it is. All right, let's post the link for people to come and join. If you're looking to grow your social media brand, you want some tips, you want me to analyze maybe a page of yours, you want me to give you some tips on what you can do to start getting better views, start using social media to make money, click the link in the chat. Come and join. Daniel, man, I'm gonna give you a chance to turn your camera on, or we gotta go. All you guys with questions in the chat, come and ask me a question right on stream. Take your personal brand to the next level. Link is in the chat. Why is YouTube harder to grow than Instagram? Come ask me on the chat, man. These are questions that you can get some feedback on. Don't shy away from the camera. You want to have a personal brand and a business, you got to at least get some information. Isaiah Miller, can you turn on the lights, bro, in the background? It's kind of dark where you are, man.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Hello, good afternoon. My name's Isaiah Miller. I was like interested. It's going good. How's your day going?
I haven't even asked you that. Is that delay?
Yeah, I'm delayed.
Okay, are you there?
Wait, let me mute the. I'm gonna mute the. Let me mute the. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So hold up,
Yeah,
real quick. Are you? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay.
January 8th, 2007.
Okay. Do you acknowledge that this is live and I can use the clips however I choose?
Yeah, you could use the clips however you choose, man.
Okay.
Obviously.
Gotcha. How can I help you?
So, I have a business where I help teach people how to invest like in the stock market. So, like if they're beginner level, I'll give them tips how to build their portfolio. I'll give them one-on-one coaching. I'll give them like instructions on how to better like use their money, kind of like financial management and such.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if you could like teach me how to better like promote my business, how to market it better, how to like just grow it like overall, and any tips that you have for me.
So, how much money do you currently have in the stock market?
Right now I have over $1,000 in the market. I kind of like took some out because like we're in a bear market right now.
What?
So yeah.
A bear market is when you're supposed to buy.
No. I know that's when you're supposed to buy, but like I'm holding off because I feel like it's gonna keep going down for a bit longer until like the tariffs are taken out. So like
The tariffs
we'll
are not
see.
going to be taken out.
They they won't be taken out fully, but eventually they're not gonna be fully taken out, but they're gonna like maybe come up with a deal eventually.
No,
We'll
you're
see
not.
how it goes. Okay.
Okay, so this is my problem with you guys.
All right.
And I'm proud of you young guys wanting to get into business, but you guys got to have a little bit more understanding of what you're trying to teach. So you only have $1,000 in the stock market.
Mm.
What exactly are you going to teach people
Mm.
to invest? You don't even have enough money.
I feel like whenever you enter the stock market, no matter like, but I'll say ideally over a $500, you can start from like even like a low amount of stocks. Like you could start from like, I'm not going to say like penny stocks or crazy investments, but like there's just so many ways to go about it. I feel like
So,
you don't have
but
to
the thing
have.
is,
Okay.
why should people listen to you? What have you done to make people listen to you? You only have $1,000 in the market, and as soon as the market starts to have some downturn or a crash, you're pulling out. So I'm worried. If you told me that, I wouldn't trust you.
Okay.
I'd be like, this man, I don't know what he's talking about. What is he going to teach me?
Okay, that's a good point. What I'm teaching them, one is that when you're in the stock market, it's about predictions. I actually pulled out before the crash happened, and that's teaching my listeners that you should be able to know that sometimes you're not going to always be able to win because the stock market isn't about win. It's about you have to make the right predictions at the right
So
time.
you're trying to time the markets, which is one of the most frowned upon things.
It's frowned upon, but if you hear me out, I feel like everybody times the market because like even like when you go into like my bad. Even when you go into like stocks, like you might go into like a gold fund or like the market is about timing in general. So
Are you
it's
teaching people? Are you teaching people how to trade stocks? Are you a day trader? Or are you teaching people how to invest?
I'm teaching people how to long-term invest, how to start up their brokerage account. I'm also selling an ebook which gives like basics, the understanding of investing, and just kind of going upon there.
Okay, if you're teaching people about long-term investing, why would you be trying to time the markets when the S&P 500
Because
has
I'm giving them both perspectives. Because when people enter the stock market, some people want to be long-term investors. That's ideal because you want to build your money. But some people, they want to like kind of know the game. They want to know like, oh, how do I make the money quickly? And I can teach you how to make the money quickly, but there's things that come with it. There's risks that come with it. There's different like,
So how many clients do you currently have?
So far, me and my partner, we had over 10 clients that worked with us so far, and we're still looking to build upon that.
How many clients do you have currently?
Currently,
Mhm.
In the past week, we had 3 clients, and me and my partner, we're looking to like just keep promoting it. I could see the website. I feel like the website that I made is set up pretty well.
Nobody cares about the website.
Okay.
Nobody. I'm telling you, the audience, the market doesn't care. They want to know how you can help them. But I'm not that convinced about your expertise, bro.
Okay.
I'm not convinced. I'm telling you this in a well-meaning way, because if you're trying to have a business, you got to know what the fuck you're talking about, right? And you have to have proof. You have to have proof that you know what you're talking about. You should be able to give testimonials. You should there should be no doubt that you understand what you're talking about. They shouldn't. I shouldn't be able to question your authority.
That's
right?
real.
It should be proof. So what I think you need to do is you need to go and build up more proof.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm gonna give you an example. I didn't start talking about personal branding, right? Till I hit 7 figures. Till I amassed my social media following to hundreds of thousands of followers on every platform. So in my opinion, I had no right to talk about teaching people anything about social media or personal branding until I was able to do something significant.
Okay.
So if somebody was to come and ask me a question about personal branding, there's nothing you can test me on or in my authority because I've already done it.
You've done it.
So right now I'm not so sure. I don't know. I don't really know.
I definitely agree with you. Like right now, I'm still like building myself up. This summer I'm gonna be working at State Street. I'm gonna keep building myself up. And I'm still like young. I'm still like all of that.
Yeah, but you're young, but you're trying to start a business. So that's when you're young trying to start a business, you have the odds are not in your favor because people automatically assume that you don't know what you're talking about. So you don't want to make it even harder for yourself, right? By not having a lot of proof. If you're going to be young starting a business, you need to have a lot of fucking proof. Yeah, I'm 18, but look what I've done. If you come on here, you talking about something, you 18 and you got $1,000 in the stock market, but you're teaching people how to invest in stocks. I'm worried. I don't know. So what I would say is this: instead of you maybe start looking for clients, how about you can build people's portfolios and get some testimonials that you actually told them some shit that yielded them a good outcome, build enough of those, and then your content will start to make more sense.
Okay. We do have like clients already. Like I said, we had 3 clients. We also have an Instagram where I made a video kind of like marketing myself. I don't know if this is the Instagram right here. We're trying to
I don't want to see the Instagram. Don't show me the Instagram. Don't show the Instagram. Don't show the Instagram.
I won't show it. Okay.
All right. You can send it in the backstage. And if I have time, maybe I can look at it. But
okay.
What I'm saying is you need more proof because you're a younger guy, bro. You're gonna need to get more people. You're gonna need to have a portfolio of testimonials so that your proof and your authority can never be questioned. And you also need to document yourself given these signals. If you're gonna time the market, which is historically frowned upon because it doesn't perform relatively good, you need to have a long track record of you showing that you've given people the right calls and they actually went well.
Okay.
So then when you start making content, you have a lot of conviction in what you're talking about.
Okay.
All right.
I agree. Now, thank you for honestly helping me. Like, there's like, honestly, your advice, like, it's definitely really meaningful to me, and I'm definitely gonna have to keep building upon like my
So yeah,
brand.
just build a portfolio of testimonials. Get some wins, improve your understanding. You can start to make content right now on general information of understanding the stock market. You can build your personal brand that way. But I want you to go get a testimonial portfolio. So when you actually launch a coaching program, you can actually make money. All right.
All right. Okay. Have a good one.
All right. Guys, it's a lot easier to coach and sell a business when you have proof. This is why I tell you guys, if you look at my business channel, I tell you, you should want to create a personal brand based on a problem you have already solved. My first business was personal training, right? I got in good shape. I was a Division I track and field sprinter. There's no denying that. I got my physique in great shape. With my athletic background, I started coaching. There's nothing you can argue. You can't sit up here and tell a scholarship D1 sprinter that they don't know what they're talking about when it comes to fitness. I'm not saying I'm an expert in terms of knowing everything, but I had gotten some kind of proof. It's harder to argue against proof. You don't have to be the person that knows it all. As a matter of fact, being a know-it-all is harmful to you. I don't claim I know it all in anything, but having proof that you've done something makes it a lot easier for people to say, you know what? I believe that person can help me, because that's what makes you confident. That's what makes you confident. I mean, when you have proof, when you've done the work, when you are confident in what you can do in terms of your capabilities, people believe you. The conviction is on display. But if you haven't really done anything, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Abdullah, how's it going, man?
Yo, what's up, Fit?
How you doing, man? How old are you, bro?
I'm 19.
Okay. Do you acknowledge that this is live and I can use a clip? Sorry about you.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. How can I help you, man?
All right, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of background. I'm a math and economics double major right now. I'm a sophomore, and I have like a 3.94 GPA. So I've been trying to like figure out how I can leverage that into like a personal brand, and I've kind of been like going towards a tutoring route. I've been doing a little bit of free tutoring with some of the guys that I know on campus. I'm trying to figure out like just trying to get some advice.
So do you care about math? You said math and what is that? What else?
Economics is my second major.
Okay. So you got a really high GPA. Do you go to a good school?
Yeah, I go to UMass Amherst. Like, it's like an all-right school. It's not like the craziest, but it's not horrible.
Gotcha. So are you passionate about those fields? Are you passionate about tutoring, or are you just trying to make money?
It's more about like a money thing, but math has always been the subject that like I've liked the most, and I like helping people out. So that was kind of like the natural, because you're talking about like being an authority in your field. So that's like one of the things I'm like really good at. Other than that, like I'm good at soccer, I'm good at like chess, I'm good at other stuff, but I feel like math tutoring was the most like lucrative type of thing to get into.
So the problem with that is it can be easier to start, but it's going to be harder to scale because you're not solving a problem that on a grandiose scale, unless you turn into unless you become a full-time content creator tutor, right? And that's very possible for you to earn a lot of income doing so. But the business side of that, it might be limited unless you get really, really big.
So something in terms of scaling,
My bad.
No, you're good. So something in terms of scaling is like, I was thinking about, like, all right, so you could do one-on-one tutoring, right? But like right now what I'm doing, so since I'm doing like free tutoring to just like build up my portfolio and stuff, I've been doing like a lot of group sessions. So like I got a group of 3 guys who are doing Calc 2 right now. So I'm just helping them out. So I figured like, all right.
So why don't you? Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
We don't only give them free tutoring if you can record it and post it on YouTube.
Okay.
Fuck that. Because you can you can get on YouTube right now and start teaching Calc 2, but you use a perspective that, listen, let me tell you an easy way to get views.
Okay.
All you would need to do is go on YouTube and search how to understand Calc 2 very simply. Find you a couple of creators that are already making math tutoring content or economics tutoring content, and you're going to create a channel on both. It's going to be hard, but you can literally establish yourself as a great economics tutor and a great mathematics tutor.
Okay. So basically like going through the whole curriculum, like posting.
No, not whole curriculum.
All right.
You're going to go through what is already working on YouTube.
Okay.
Or Instagram or TikTok. There's already people who are making content teaching math. And you want to be teaching math on a high level because you want people, at least people who are going to college, to be interested in your math.
Well, that was actually something I was going to ask you about. So like, I know a lot of like college students, like honestly are pretty broke. So like sometimes they can't really afford the tutoring.
Yeah.
Which is why I was thinking like, I was wondering if I should pivot towards like an SAT type of route or like, so like a standardized testing or maybe like middle school, high school age students. Cause usually
those people are even more broke.
Like I was thinking like maybe their parents would like, you know, cause I feel like a lot more parents will pay for tutoring when their kids are younger than like when they're in college. But I don't know what do you think about that?
Nah. Because when people are trying to pass classes in college, they know that if they pass their classes, especially for a high level math, it's for a career, right? So there's more stakes in that. I wouldn't be trying to teach algebra 1.
Okay.
I would be trying to teach some serious level math or econ that you know, because that would be your niche, right? People who are in careers in mathematics or in finance that need to understand and pass a certain class, you're going to be the guy that they come and watch.
Okay.
And even if you might not make as much money tutoring, you can build up a good social media following. I guarantee you, but watch this. Let me show you how easy this shit is.
I bet. Yeah, I have like I'm on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube right now. I mostly started with Instagram. Like I started like maybe 2 weeks ago.
What's the math they're teaching on Calc 2?
Yeah, so that's the thing is like I was trying to find what the best audience is. So I've been dabbling a little bit of everything. I did like an SAT video today. The other day I did a Calc.
No, that's the dabbling is not close. It's not gonna do it for you.
Okay.
How to learn Calc. Give me a specific subject in Calc 2. Different
series and convergence. That's kind of what we're doing right now.
Series and what?
Convergence and divergence. You could call it.
Convergence. Yeah, I took Calc 2 like 7 years ago. I don't remember this shit.
I feel you, bro.
So introduction to the series. Look, first page we see here.
Yeah.
Look at this. People are making videos. Let's go to shorts. Okay. So there's a lot of opportunity here. If we look at this is a YouTube video. It's a minute long. So that means that they're not really taking advantage of this. This tells me that there's a good sign that you can come out and teach calculus 2 in a very unique, like engaging way and start to build an audience.
Okay.
Because every college student, there are hundreds of thousands of them, millions of them every single year, who are trying to learn the subject to possibly pass their finance class, their engineering class, the econs class,
Right.
whatever. So that's what I would be doing.
All right. So you think I should pivot more, not like fully pivot, but focus more on YouTube?
No, you need to be on all platforms. So you got to go do that little activity I just did, right? You have to do that on all platforms. Go and search on TikTok For You page. TikTok will probably have even more. So I guarantee you, TikTok is usually the app where people are gonna, let me see. Let me see something. But my argument with all this is there something you sure you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, like this is definitely something I can see myself doing long term, and I definitely like the feeling of like helping out somebody and like they do well on exams. So I do think like that's the thing is like I would probably, I don't know, like it's not that I would be more passionate about something else, but I feel like this is something that I'm passionate about, and it's like something that I have the most authority in because like I'm an applied math major. So like that's kind of like my mindset right now is like, okay.
Yeah. Let me see something.
Mhm.
Okay, so if we go to TikTok, you got more. If we go to TikTok, you have way more options in terms of videos that are doing way better.
Mhm.
So let's see, you got top videos. Look, others searched.
Okay.
So yeah, I would take the time to do some research
Mhm.
and see what are the top performing videos you can make around in social media around this subject, right? And start to make those.
Mhm.
You could even be one of the I'm not see like I'm giving you a great idea here. I think if you taught Calc 2 live,
Yeah.
that should be crazy. You go post that on fucking YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and you're teaching specific subjects because human beings learn faster when they learn from another person learning. Like they want to be able to be relatable to what you're saying, and the person that you're going to be teaching is going to have the same questions and thoughts that the viewer will. So if you can somehow film yourself teaching people live, that'd be even better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good one. Alessio.
Yes.
How's it going, man?
Hello, how are you? I'm good, and you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Do you acknowledge that this is live and I can use the clips however I choose?
Yes, perfect. That's fine.
Okay. How can I help you?
Okay, so I got out of college. I got a software engineering degree, and now I'm doing freelancing. I'm helping like businesses building their software, their AI and their apps like on general. But I have a lot of trouble just earning money and finding clients in general. Is very difficult for me right now. But yes, that's what I'm doing right now is I'm doing freelancing. Freelancing on and making apps.
So who exactly are you helping? What's the target audience?
I'm helping other like my clients right now is founders, people that already have an idea and they want to develop it. Like,
That's
do
gonna
you
be
understand
tough.
what?
Helping founders with software and biz ops. Founders are usually broke.
Yes, exactly.
That's why it's hard for you to find them. And they're trying to raise money, save as much money as possible. And usually founders, they already have some kind of software engineering background. So
Yes.
it's like you're trying to teach and help people who are in the same boat as you. That's not a good target avatar.
Mhm.
A better target avatar would be common businesses that can improve their systems through AI or through software.
Okay.
Local. You look at like mechanic shops, hardware shops, all these like common jobs that may not understand the importance of software, that you can go in there, you could input 1 or 2 new fucking tools and they 5x their income. Those are the people that you can best serve.
Okay. Okay. So can I take? So I'm gonna take notes of what you're like saying, since my English is not great. So you told me about what kind of example? What kind of
So yeah. So let me explain again. The people you're trying to help currently are founders, right? But founders are usually broke. And if you're trying to help founders with software and biz ops, they usually have a software engineering background. So you're trying to essentially teach people who are in the same position as you. That's not really a good target avatar audience. The better people to teach or the better people to help are common businesses that AI and software can improve their KPIs.
Okay.
Any common business where you can go in and help them install new software to help them make more money, better tracking, AI to enhance their lead nurturing, enhance their lead acquisition, help them with advertising. Those are people who are so common businesses don't want to go learn intelligence. They don't want to go learn software.
Okay.
That's where your expertise and the need have a match. But you're trying to sell your expertise to founders who are essentially who have software engineering backgrounds. It's like they're broke and they don't really need you.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, exactly. Okay, so I was just writing, taking notes. Okay, yes, makes sense. Yes, of course. That's the problem that I have with that is that it takes a lot of my time. It doesn't it pays like okay average, but it takes a lot out of my energy and my time, and it's very difficult to have something else on the side. Since they are broke on like they don't make that much money.
Exactly. Because they're trying to build their company. And a lot of them have a background in software engineering.
Yes.
So like you're trying to help people who don't need you and don't have no money. So you want to help people who have money. So your goal is how can I find businesses that have money and my expertise they need a lot.
Okay.
Right? Accounting firms, any kind of like real estate offices, stuff like that, where they have money coming in, but not as much information or technology, and you could be the person that helps them bridge the gap.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, very clear. Yes, that's exactly what I was expecting.
Okay.
Yes, perfect.
All right, man.
Yes,
Anything
perfect.
else?
No, that's it. That's perfect advice. I think that's gonna be what I will be looking like for in the next steps.
Awesome. Cool. Wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
All right, man. So, guys, whenever you're trying to solve a problem, you got to always make sure you understand who you're trying to solve the problem for. If the people you're trying to solve the problem for don't need your expertise, it doesn't really matter. Right? You're not going to be able to go sell, trying to sell water to the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Go and sell water to the desert. All right, where it's very, very needed. Okay. Listen, if you're a guy watching this right now, and maybe you're in a similar position, you're not so sure why your business idea or your personal brand isn't taking off and you would like to be guided, you want me to help you walk through this so you can start making more money with your personal brand and learn how to package this using social media. I built my social media platforms to hundreds of thousands of followers and a 7-figure business behind it. Right. I'm currently working with around 10 guys right now. And we closed the mentorship at 55 people because we physically cannot be able to work with more than 55 people until we expand. So before we close, spots are filling up every single day. Or at least people are damn sure applying, and we're seeing if they're qualified. If you want some help with this, click the link in the chat. If you're a hardworking guy, you're ready to put in effort, please understand you're trying to build a business. So it's not going to be something easy. But if you are dedicated enough and you want to actually get it done, click the link in the chat. I'm about to post the link in the chat. It's to join my inner circle, right? Join the inner circle. It's to apply to join the inner circle. You're not going to just join. So you're to apply to join the inner circle. And let's see if we're a good fit to work together. But please remember, you have to be a hardworking guy. This is not some get rich quick scheme. You're talking about building a business. So it's going to be tough. Okay? But as long as you're willing to work hard, it can get done. All right. Adami, are you ready now?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm on phone this time. Okay.
Okay.
So,
you're back blurry
closing the
again,
stroll.
bro.
What?
You're back. You're black. You're.
Do I have to be this close so you could hear me, bro?
No. It's not about hearing you. It's about the blurriness. Can you turn off your data?
I'm not on data.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Sit back.
But all that really matters is that
I can't even hear you. I think he was trying to say something stupid. All right. Alexandro. Yeah, I think he was trying to troll.
Hey,
How's it
what's up?
going? How you
I'm
doing,
fine.
man?
How you doing?
Do you acknowledge that this is live and I can use the clips however I choose?
Sure. All good.
How can I help you, man?
So basically, like, I got two major issues. Sorry for my bad English. It's my fourth language. I'm just
No worries, bro.
But anyway, one's a little bit deeper, so I'll just start with that. Quite frankly, it's more of a I have no idea what to do with my life, to put it like that. But not in a short term, but in long term. Because I'm 21. I just basically moved out 2 years ago from my parents. I'm self-sufficient in any way. I got no issues in my day-to-day life. But when I think where I want to be and where I'm at right now, I just don't know how to get there. Because everything I try, I don't have like this flame in me like I see with other guys. They're so passionate about so many things, and I'm good at a lot of things, but most of the time it's just really hard for me to continue in them.
Okay, so is this related to business and personal branding, like that you're trying to figure out?
Just solely based on like monetary gains, basically on money and my.
Gotcha. So what are you good at? What are some things that you're good at?
So the one thing that I'm really, really good at is gaming, but that's also the riskiest. Like, I've tried that a little bit, and I've been quite successful with streaming and like growing some TikTok accounts. But I've also, since COVID happened and I got a girlfriend and I got distracted and all of that I kind of dropped, and now it's just I keep looking at it every day in the corner. I might get back on that, but ever since then I've tried so many things. I've done drop shipping a little bit successfully. I've built a little agency. I've had some clients. I've done so many things, and everything worked, but nothing really took off. So
Because you're not giving enough time to anything.
Yeah, that's something that I struggle with, and that's my question to you: how do I find something that I finally have? I know it's not about just being motivated. It's about it's about discipline and being disciplined in one field. But every time I look at someone who's very successful in a certain field, they have this burning passion inside them to some degree, where I don't find that with anything that I try, except.
Gotcha.
But
So let me tell you guys something. That burning cat passion, you know where it comes from?
no,
Success.
not really.
That burning passion you see, people don't really get that in the beginning of stuff, especially when they haven't really figured out how exactly to do something. That burning passion and like hunger comes from results. There's a saying that goes, "You're not tired when you're winning." You're never tired when you're winning. When you're crushing it, that's when you see the burning passion. Did you see those people in their beginning phase when they were trying to struggle to figure it out, when they were behind on bills, when they were barely making it? I guarantee you, do you didn't see that burning passion then? So you're comparing your beginning to their middle. You see them with burning passion now, but that's because they had to suffer to get to this point.
Yeah.
So what you're struggling with is you find something that you want to start, then you start doing it, and then you realize that it's just like any other business model. It gets super hard, and then that excitement that you might initially have, it dies down. Well, that's the reality for anybody. I'm sure when you wanted to start dropshipping, you were kind of excited about it. When you wanted to start gaming, you were kind of excited about it. But this is the problem that a lot of people have. They don't realize that no matter what field you're trying to get into, it's going to end up being difficult. So it sounds like when you face difficulty or adversity, that's when you lose that burning desire. And I'm telling you, no one has that burning, that ooh, when they're losing. But everybody has to get through that hump to get to winning. So imagine if you would have stuck to gaming and now you're one of the top gamers in the world, or you stuck to drop shipping and now you're making $1 million a month. Like, you're not going to get that burning desire when you just figuring it out. So I would say pick which one you like the most, start doing that consistently, and remove your emotions from your performance. Remove how you feel from what you need to do. Because no matter how passionate you are about something, there's going to get a point to where you won't like it as much.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, that's what I would do.
Yeah, the only thing is with gaming that is when you do something. I've had it with I've been playing football, not professionally, but on a higher level. After I stopped doing that, after that, I still had my fitness, I still had my abs, whatnot, and when I stop, for example, I do this gaming thing, and sometime in the future, even if I'm successful, I decide I don't really want to keep pursuing this. If I stop it, I basically don't have anything left, and maybe except a bigger following on social media that I can try to divert into another business. If I stop it, I have nothing left basically except that. And with other things, I feel like I have something left. With the agencies, I had my connections to other people in like different brands and industries. And as I said, with sport and fitness, I had my body to show for. With that, that's my only like big concern, is if I decide, or if it doesn't work out, which is a bad thing to say, I know, because if you actually try it, it will 100% work out. But
Yeah.
something happens, and maybe even all of the game.
So let me ask you, are you more passionate about the gaming?
Sorry?
Are you more passionate about the gaming, or are you just really good at it?
I'm really good at it, like really good at it. And I know that I can teach a lot of people about, especially in like one game, mainly, I can teach them about a lot of things. And I've actually done that as well. And I've actually made some money off gaming as well. But as I said, it's like
you're an overthinker. That's what it is.
Yeah, big time overthinker. This is also something that I've realized a couple months ago, more or less, after I've broke up with my ex-girlfriend, is I have a brain that works. So it's a blessing and a curse in disguise, because everything I do, I just overthink it a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so use that to your advantage. Don't being an overthinker has its advantages. So you're somebody that's going to be analytical and you're going to weigh all the options. but you got to understand that those beliefs ultimately may not serve you. So you can be an overthinker, but if you're going to let it handicap you, then you're just an overthinker that is stuck. But if you're an overthinker that allows yourself to still take massive action quickly, just do it more comprehensively than most people. So take what you know you need to do, which is take action, but do it in a more comprehensive way. Dot your I's and cross your T's faster. Speed up the fact that you need to make sure everything is good before you actually go do it, but do it a lot faster. It's about decreasing the latency between ideas and action. If it takes you, because this, I'm quite the opposite. I don't overthink at all. Right. And here's why, in my opinion, I think a lot of men should be more like that. Even if you're an overthinker right now, it's simply because I can fail faster.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I can really reflect on how my weeks look like, basically.
Yeah. So failing fast is what makes you successful fast.
Yeah.
People try to avoid failure, but the reality is it's failing that you get the knowledge. It's making mistakes that you learn what not to do.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to make everything perfect or you're trying to overanalyze, you'll be handicapped and not take any action. Especially in the business game, if you're trying to make money, you better be taking that. I don't give a fuck. You take unbelievable. You move at 500 miles per hour. And even if you crash, you know, I can't go that route because I'm going to crash. But you get back to 500 miles an hour, you're going to fail so fast that by the time people catch up with you, right, you've already figured out what works. By the time you understand what my strategy is or what makes me successful, I've already moved on to the next thing. I've already figured it out. When you're trying to make everything perfect and you can't let that belief, that limiting belief, handicap you, bro. All right.
Yeah, I see that.
So what I want you to do, I want you to do this challenge. I want you to create a Google Sheet. This is going to help you a lot. Create a Google Sheet, and I want you to label it my latency tracker.
Yeah.
Right. Every time you have an idea or an action you want to take, put it in the Google Sheet.
Yeah.
Then I want you to put in a tab right next to it when I actually did it.
Yeah, so you can keep track of that. Yeah, that makes that.
Force yourself to start taking action faster than normal. And then you will build that habit. It's like a muscle. You're gonna build the muscle of being able to take action quickly. Okay?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna overcome all of these limiting beliefs. And now you being analytical is gonna help you more than it's gonna hurt you. Okay?
Yeah, makes very much
sense.
sense. Thanks.
All right, bro. Have a good one. Guys, when it comes to business, man, you want to do things in a comprehensive way. You want to have your brand. You want to think about things thoroughly. But ultimately, man, you need to move fast. Speed is the king. Speed, speed, speed. The faster you fail, the faster you learn. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to make sure everything is right before you do it. By the time you make sure everything is right, the market has already changed, especially when it comes to social media. Like, guys, I'm not kidding. These fucking algorithms change every month. So you're like, oh, I'm waiting to start making videos. 3 months, 6 months. This shit didn't change 5 times. And now you're making it harder and harder for yourself. So get started quickly. John T. How's it going, man?
What's up, bro? I'm good. What's up?
I'm doing good, man. Do you acknowledge that this is live and I can use the clips? How about you?
Yes.
How can I help you, man?
So I'm a barber. I'm in Sydney, Australia. Just wanted a bit of direction on, I guess, how I can do my personal brand.
Gotcha. Quite frankly, I have a very good understanding of this because I know quite a bit of barbers. Man, the barber niche is booming right now if you're making good content, right?
Yeah.
And the goal is to eventually as a if it depends on what you want as a barber. Do you want to just have your own shop? Do you want to work with exclusive clients? Do you want to retire from being a barber? What exactly do you want?
Well, I really liked your business model. So I've been watching you since your Buy Me a Coffee days. And I
Awesome.
really like the idea of having your socials, then your exclusive site / Buy Me a Coffee, and then having some sort of mentorship. So I just wanted to know if that business model and structure is plausible in the barber niche.
Gotcha. So are you trying to teach barbers?
Yes. So eventually, because currently I'm only making. Well, last month I did. No, sorry. Since January, I've only made 8,200 up until last week.
Okay, that's pretty bad. So we got to figure out some SOPs, right?
Yeah.
Because that's not good. 8,200 in 3 months, 4 months. So
Yeah.
where are you getting the leads from? Where are you getting the traction from?
So I'm a part of a mentorship group that also has Alex Formosi as a mentor for them. So they're teaching through content, through different through the 4 core marketing. So be free haircuts, Instagram, Meta ads, Google ads. But currently I'm getting a lot of my clients from word of mouth, a few free haircuts and cold outreaches, but that takes a lot of time.
Okay, what about content? Are you not making content?
I am, but it's not the best. But I watch your FitX business videos, so I've been watching and finding creators to mold after.
Perfect. How many of those do you have?
I have 3. I got a bit late to it, so I got to I'm really getting onto it now.
Yeah. So the goal, right? So what I like to tell people is all these things you're working on is great, but a lot of them are going to cost you money. So what's the lowest barrier to entry with the highest upside? That's content. If I spent time making my content better, 2 times better, the result can be 100x. I tell this to my personal branding students all the time. If you made this video 2 times better, the outcome can be 100x. Meaning, if you spend a little bit more time on this video, instead of just throwing up some bullshit, it can reach 2 million people, 1 million people, 100,000 people. So spending the time on something that can give you a great return is the best use of your time. Meta ads, all these things require what? Capital. I don't give a fuck how good your ads are. If you don't have money, you're not going to make money from advertising. I don't understand why people don't spend that same energy trying to build organic that's free, where you can reach more people with simply effort. So I will find these creators that are already making good content. I would invest in a decent camera, right? And I would start trying to make content based on the specific format in the barber niche that I want to be the most relatable to. So whatever barber you see that's making good content, is getting a lot of views, ask yourself, which format do you think you can recreate without it being overbearing?
Yeah.
Is it you making this content in the shop? Is it you doing interactive stuff with your clients? Whatever it is.
Right.
That is going to be the best use of your time.
Yeah.
Making the content better so it can reach more people by following formats that people who are already successful making the kind of content you want to recreate are doing. That's it.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Now, in terms of making you more money, you've only made 8,200. That's bad. What I would do, I would set up some kind of referral program where everybody who you're already cutting hair, right? You're going to give them some kind of discount for this month, right? Maybe 30% off or 1 free haircut this month if they bring in a friend. Because you're trying to decrease your CAC, the cost to acquire a customer. So how many clients do you cut on a week-to-week basis right now?
So I'll get my numbers up. Apologies. So last week I did 47 clients.
47.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
The previous week, all right. Previous week, can't find it, but from the top of my head, I did. Actually, no. For April so far, I've done 42. For March, I did 183 cuts.
Okay,
And
let's do March because that's the most the biggest sum that we have. 183 haircuts. You said 183.
yes,
How much is an average haircut?
30 American. No, sorry, 25 American.
So that should be around almost $5,000. So where did the money go? In just March, unless you had some pretty bad months, January and February. Even at a low cost at 25, which is I think it's pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
You still should be making around almost $5,000
For the month.
Yeah, 183 haircuts times, you said 25?
83 times 25, yeah.
Yes, it's 4,575. So what was your total? Yeah, what was your income in March?
Okay. March. Revenue. Month revenue. My March revenue was 7,400 Australian. So USD, AUD, 400. So 4,400 US.
Okay. So it's around, well, so something, there's a discrepancy of $100, but that kind of makes sense. So if you're making 4,400 in March, what the hell did you make in February and January that you only made 8,200 in the entire month? How many cuts did you have in February?
In February, I did 168.
So only 20 less.
Yes.
So if we do 168 times 25, that's 4,200.
It's not all. Not all the ticket is 25 right now. We're in a bit of an interesting situation with the shop where I got to cut the walk-in traffic from the old shop.
Oh hell no! So okay. So how much are you paying? How much are they paying? $10 for a haircut?
American. No, about 15.
Oh, bro,
15, 20 at the most.
You're getting crushed. Why are you having to cut hair of walk-in clients from the previous shop for $15?
Because I'll keep it fast. So we're renovating. So then once we renovate, I'll be just strictly bookings. The new owner will be pumping money into the shop. So then I'll be able to get clientele from that way, as well as getting my own clientele through referrals.
I know we're gonna get to the referrals part, but why are you charging less right now? Because you guys are renovating.
So the previous shop owner got into an accident, and then my boss wanted to keep their clientele around until we renovate. We're renovating this month.
Why does he want you to keep their? Why? I'm so confused. Why do you have to keep their clients?
So he feels that because the shop already has clientele, now that it's under new management, he wants to keep the clientele that's already there as momentum.
So you're losing money essentially.
Yes, because I can't charge them all my booking rate.
Right. So I would have immediately quit. I'm not going to be. So essentially, you're supposed to be making, if we do 4,400 times January, February, March, April, so 3.5 months times 3.5, you should be at almost 16 grand already this month. but you've lost
Yeah.
half of your money.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to lose half my money so he can keep his clientele. I would have immediately switched shops, or I'd have went and just be cutting people in my house or some shit, or moved to a new shop.
Well, the intricacy there is this is the only shop in the area that does chair rent.
Chair rates.
Chair rent. So in Australia, the chair rent model isn't too popular. It's not too common. So this is the best shop to
Okay.
be at in terms of that.
So you're renting a chair in the barbershop and you're not, how much is the rent a month?
Oh, he's doing it very well because I run the shop a month. So it's 200 a week Australian. So
800.
479, about 480 a month.
A month?
Yeah, for rent.
Okay, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. So then, okay, the sacrifice that you're making to stay in the shop makes a little bit more sense. If you can have unlimited amount of clients and you only pay 400, then that's a win-win for you. But in that case, when do you guys get renovated? Is it going to be 6 months, a year? Like, how long is it going to take for you guys to get renovated so you can at least start charging your regular rates?
Within about 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, so you guys are going to be renovating in 2 or 3 weeks, and you can then go back to charging $25.
Yes. So
Why
my clientele,
charging? What'd you say?
So my clientele that I'm attracting, I still can.
Gotcha. I got you. So we're gonna get to those people. Why aren't you charging like 50 Australian? What do most barbers charge in Australia?
The average right now is about so in my area, I'm about the highest market rate right now. So in Sydney, kind of depends what area you're in that start to charge close to 50. So I want to get to that point. So through the mentorship that I'm a part of, they're helping me get up to that rate.
So why don't you just move to that area? Why do you have to do? What's the mentorship going to do?
So the mentorship helps with the different marketing and ways to get clients organically.
Mm-hmm. But you're saying that it depends on the area that you're in Sydney. So
no,
no.
Sorry, I did say that. All those other shops don't do chair rent. This is one of the only shops that does do chair rent.
So what do the other shops do? And guys,
So
we're trying to figure out what's going on with his business model so I can help him. So what's going on? What do the other shops do?
So they do either commission or a wage.
Okay, have you figured out what that is? And then if it's because if you're making $30 more a head, right?
Yeah.
$30 more a head on average. Is the commission that they're charging that much of a deterrent, or is it actually a plus? Because they're giving you. Go ahead.
Sorry. It is a bit of a deterrent because there's a lot more potential if you're renting the chair, obviously, because you get to keep everything that you get. Whereas with the wage and the commission.
So you're not just doing it just comes down to math, bro. So maybe you got to do the math and figure it out, because maybe them telling you commission and the wage is scaring you when it shouldn't. Because if you're having to charge $25 less a head, this commission that you're not charging or you're not having to pay, it might be costing you another $4 or $5 a month. Because let's say they're charging the commission of 1%, 5% of whatever it is, but you're charging $25 more a person, right? You might still end up making significantly more money. It's just about doing the math. So before you just write that off, go do the math. See what actually those people are charging. Because why can't we do the organic strategies and be in the best spot in Sydney, making the most amount of money? Why not? Why not do both? Why would you be getting $25 on average and doing organic strategies? Do you see what I'm saying? Your phone is dying. So, are you there? I can still hear you, bro. Are you there? Are you there, bro? All right, I'm about to come back to him. Hustler Fitness, Tahita Brothers. We're gonna start the Tahita Brothers. I'm gonna come back to you, Genty, when you figure it out. I'm gonna come back to you. Tahita Brothers, what's going on, man? You're muted, bro.
Oh, what's going on, bro?
How you doing?
You hear
How
me
old
good?
are you?
Yeah, good. I'm 25.
Okay. Do you acknowledge that this is
Yeah.
live and I can use the clips however I choose?
Yeah, for sure.
How can I help you? What business are you in?
Yeah, so my brother and I, we've been doing content on self-improvement. We started posting on YouTube back on like November, September, and we were going out daily posts for like about 60 days. We were selling, we were just funneling guys into like a book a free call with us. We'll help you out with like whatever you're struggling with. We signed 5 guys at like $600 for a 3-month coaching program. And then, one sec, that's here too.
How's it going, man?
But yeah, we kind of slacked off because we like got a new actual job, like our 9 to 5 stuff. So we were getting that sorted, but now we're back posting every day, just trying to get the views and like, I don't know if you want to just give us tips on, I guess what we were doing was kind of already working, but I know you've been in the game for a long time.
So how many clients did you guys get versus how many you converted? How many people did you get on calls?
Yeah, so we got, I think it was about 24 people to book a call. And then out of those 24, we did end up signing 5. And to one of them, we downsold them just like a pre-recorded course for $100. And that's
Okay,
kind of what we're going to stick to now.
Okay. Got you. So let me see the Instagram. So your goal is to sign them on to a $600 mentorship and then a downsell possibly for the people who can't afford it?
Exactly, yeah. So like sign them onto a coaching for 3 months and then for 600, and if they can't afford it, then try to get them on 100 for just like a pre-recorded course.
Okay.
And then this is our channel right here.
Or let me help you guys out automatically.
Yeah.
Instead of a pre-recorded course, you give them a low ticket community and you charge $50 a month for that.
Yeah.
So now you got recurring, you got higher MRR because that person, if the LTV in a community ends up being 6 months, you make more than you did with the $100 downsell.
But I mean, no, I see what you mean. So right now, I mean, we also did open up a school in that for like a few days back in when we were actually posting a lot. And we got a bunch of guys in here. We almost got 50 guys. We just reopened it right now on free. And then we were thinking of making just a free course, like something very basic, but kind of luring them into booking a free call to then pitch them the high ticket. But if not, still downselling them on the paid one in here in the school community. Like this right here. This is $99.
Gotcha. Are you already put up your stuff?
Yeah. Can you see my screen right now? The school?
Yeah. Let me see.
And then in here, this is like the first module. We just have like testimonials from our guys and stuff.
Is somebody are they being DM'd immediately as they join?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
These guys, see, they're replying literally right now. Look.
Okay, let's go to the community. Let's see what it looks like. So how active is your community?
I mean, it's kind of dead right now just because we just reopened it like 4 or 5 days ago. But there's about 2 to 3 guys joining right now a day.
So what's the plan with the community? How are you going to nurture it?
The plan for the school mainly is just to have that free masterclass, like little crash course on there. But in that one, we haven't recorded it. We're about to record it like today, tomorrow, and to use that to convince them like, all right, well, one thing is to like know the information, but the reason why they can't, like a lot of people can't get to their goals is because they don't have the application or accountability. And that's where we come in with the coaching. And that's where we try to pitch them that. So like book a free call for that.
Gotcha. So I got a play for you guys. I think will already work. So I heard a guy earlier today say about a community manager. Funny enough, right? The way the world connects with coaching. He's a community manager that is responsible for posting on communities and like nurturing the audience for you. So you can either do that, or you can train like either ChatGPT's operator, or you can create a custom GPT that does content for you daily in the school program, in the school community. So you're actively nurturing them to either be getting information or to be encouraged to book a call.
Yeah.
Right. So worst come to worst, everybody that's joining, there's an ascension for them to either become a student of yours for 3 months or to join the low ticket offer in the school program. So I don't think the masterclass in itself, just a one-time masterclass, is enough to get people to convert. There needs to be some kind of active nurturing. Yeah, there needs to be active
daily
nurturing
reminders,
happening.
right?
Yeah, it's like, because that's all they're gonna forget about it. They're gonna join, they're gonna see a masterclass, they're gonna watch it.
Not even do it. Yeah.
Yeah, then that's it. Like people need to be told what to do like 8 times before they actually do it. So you need, I would say, either hire a community manager, or you guys learn how you can hire a VA. You can hire a fucking VA. You can hire a VA, train them on what kind of content you want to be posted in your school community, what you want to drive engagement, so people can be encouraged to book a call, right? So you can then pitch them on your services. And if not, if they still can't afford it, you have another tier. Can you have tiers in the school program where it could be like, there's another part of the community that's paid?
Yeah, so like, you see how like this one, since it's my account, I'm the admin, it doesn't show as locked, but like for everybody else right here, it says unlocked for 99. And then it pops up like we have in the description, like, this is for you if you're serious, but you have more of a self-starter initiative. So that way we have the option for the guys that want to just buy something right away. And then I have under it, like, book a free call if you want access to this program and for us to personally mentor you through it and make sure you achieve the best results. So it's like, we're giving them kind of all the possible routes of either we can get the money up front, or they're going to be convinced to like book the call over here. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. What I'm worried about is, I'm worried about that you said $99 is the masterclass?
Yeah. And then my plan, like our plan was to, on the call, if we couldn't get them on the 600, we could say as like us doing them a favor and then being like, yo, honestly, bro, like we want to help you out. You see that course in there, the full masterclass, it's 100. We could downsell it to you for 80 if you want. Once take it or leave it. No.
Hell fucking no. You're just devaluing your program and it's coming across like a money grab. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please do not do that. The way you got to position this is the more you give them, the more value they're going to get. So don't, because people are stupid. They're not that stupid. So if I'm on a call with you, right, and now you tell me, oh, you can join my mentorship for X amount, but the program that I was already in, you can downsell me that for less. So that program was never worth that much. So the way I think this should be done is you keep these separate, but you give them opportunities to ascend. It's called ascension. So you have the layout the way it is. You get somebody, either a community manager, to be nurturing them every single day, giving free value, because this can be an MRR for you guys. It can be a monthly recurring revenue. If you get 50 guys to be giving you 50 calls, $50 a month, right? And 50 times, that's 2,500.
Yeah, 25. Yeah.
Right? So on monthly recurring revenue, all you guys got to do is, each one of you guys can do a call a week on there. Or you just get in there and you just Q&A, answer questions, give value, and they'll pay people. If they find value in your content and you're doing nurturing stuff every single day, they'll pay $50 for that. Right? And then what you can have that application that for that one-on-one is to sell them into the bigger service. All right. But you got to have that decked out to where, hey man, I see you in the community. The people who are the people who are gonna buy your services the most are the people who've already paid you. So that one-on-one call if they're already part of the school community and they're consuming content, when you get on that call with them, I will offer them a 6-month mentorship, right? Like 3 to 4K. And like you're going step by step and helping them solve exactly what they want to solve, right? There's weekly coaching, there's a one-on-one coaching. You deck it out so it's worth the money. And now you go from making 600 every now and then to a 6-figure business. But you guys got to have an idea of what problem you're going to solve exactly. Like, how are you going to help these people get results? If you got 50 people in the mentorship, that means in the school community, that means 50 people like what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
So if it's self-improvement that you're going to help them with, what's the biggest driver? What do most people join y'all's community for?
Typically, it's help for women because that's like what we mostly make videos on. But usually, obviously, if you're struggling with women, you're struggling with everything else. So then that's when we ask them, like, what are you struggling with? And they're like, oh, well, my fitness. And then we're like, all right, well, this is how like we got into shape, or you know what I mean?
Gotcha. It's probably going to be better to have, I mean, they're going to, you always want to relate it to their biggest pain point though. So you guys are either going to have to learn sales or you're going to have to hire a rep.
No, we do sales ourselves. And like in the book of call thing, like we have the thing, it says, tell us your biggest struggles or things that like you've been going through the last few months so that we know before the call, like where to, kind of drive the call. Yeah.
Gotcha. Just have them do some kind of homework before the call. If they book a call, make sure they do some kind of homework where they like answering some questions. So when you get on the call with them, they know exactly what they're going to be getting and you know exactly how to guide it. But I think you guys should play the school community a different way. Like you should.
So just I see what you mean. Yeah.
You should set it up.
Daily reminder now.
Yeah, you should set it up like a nurturing where they're getting free value. And then whoever the community manager is or whoever that's posting the content, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, you're giving them an opportunity to join the paid side where you guys are going to have, where they're going to get access to get on calls with you guys.
Yeah.
So all the free people in there now, you should be trying to nurture them into the $50 a month or $70 a month, $75 a month. All right. What I would do is make this even more valuable. Twice a month, you two guys pick a certain part that you're going to help them solve, a call. One call could be about fitness. One call could be about dating. You know, your brother could do something else. So they're getting all aspects of their life taken care of by paying this $50 a month. So it makes sense why they're paying this much money, because every week they know not only are they getting nurturing content, but they get to come in and possibly get a chance to answer questions from you guys. And then that would be the $50 a month. And then you can also encourage the people in there to start booking calls if they want more help. That can be done through the nurturing as well.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about, because having the free school community and having like a VA be there every day? Because I feel like a lot of these guys, because this is like me and Diego's personal experience, we don't think right away like, oh, we want to buy. It's like kind of over time we get convinced. So I mean, I don't know what your opinion is on this, but like leaving the school free and then just really providing value to the point where they're like, well, like, let me see what's up. You know what I mean?
But I can't hear you. I can't even hear him.
Can you hear me? No.
Nah, switch thing.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, much better.
All right, so I was watching your video that you posted on the business account, and you said that obviously the more trust that person has with you, the more they're willing to buy your product. So I was like, all right, that's why we can make that free course, make it our best work, drop a whole bunch of value in there for people to be like, oh shit, I wonder what's in their paid program, you know?
Yeah. So okay, maybe I'm being confusing. You do that in the school community that is already free. So all the people who are there now, you're giving them value, right? You can even drop courses in there, but the paid side is going to be you guys getting on calls. So you're still giving them value, but you add that live element to it where they can come actually get some help. And that's what you would charge $5 a month. I mean, $50 a month for. Does that make sense? So like you get them in the community with the great content, But the fastest way that somebody is going to build trust with you is if there's an ascension. If they go into your paid community, there's a lot of information that they love. Damn, guess what their next logical step would be? Shit, if I'm getting all this value from them, right? I don't mind getting on calls once a week, right? With each of these guys and getting help with a part of my life. That's $50 a month. Dudes will take that. And now they have ascended to the first tier of a customer, but they started from getting the free value. So now they're giving you $50 a month. After that, once you build on that value, you can sell them into your bigger mentorship where they get even more help and they get more of a personalized structure, right? In terms of how to actually solve their problems.
Okay.
Yo, I can't hear you. Nah.
Hold on. Here's now.
Yeah.
Yes. So I don't know how you're doing in school, but
Now you're muted again. Something you just did.
yeah. So have the free school, have the VA put in the work, or us ourselves, give them the free help, nurture them to go into the paid one, the
Yes.
ring for the calls.
Which will have the first tier of accountability or the first tier of extra value, which is you guys getting on calls.
Mm-hmm.
They don't necessarily.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I was gonna say right now, like what we did was these calls right here. We have 3 like group calls a week, and all the guys that are in our coaching right now that have bought coaching have access to these calls. But like for the guys that are in here just for free, when they click it, it says it's locked, and it's like hop on a free call with us to join our coaching program and instantly gain access to these calls. So it's also kind of like a blue baller, you know what I mean? They're gonna see those, they're gonna be like, oh, like they're doing 3 calls a week.
Yeah.
In there, you know what I mean?
I mean, so you're saying that the people who are already paying for coaching that are paying $600 for 3 months?
Yeah.
How many people you got?
Right now we have the 5 guys.
So, and that's for 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 5 guys times 600. So that's what is that? 3,000?
Yeah.
3,000, and those are for 3 months. So how many? What you guys are actually keeping? You're only keeping $1,000 a month, and then you guys are splitting that.
I mean, all of our stuff is together. Yeah.
Gotcha. So you're keeping $1,000 a month with 6 guys. When you can maybe charge to make the mentorship even better, right? Have like maybe a one-on-one call with each of y'all a month, right? Actual in-depth courses, some extra things that you add into this. And now the mentorship is not 3 months, it's 6 months, because they don't need 3 months. Most guys, 3 months, they're not going to accomplish what they want to accomplish. Usually it's going to take 4 to 6 months. So you make the mentorship $5,000 for 6 months. You're getting more cash collected up front. You're making that part actually better, where they get more personalized help, right? But then you say these group calls that you have, you make that what's accessible to the people in the school community for $50 a month. If you just that alone, if you take the 50 people in the mentorship now, let's say 25 of those people convert, 50%, 25 times 50, you're getting $1,250 a month. That's more than what you're making right now with the 6 people. And it's monthly for just one coaching call a week.
Okay. Yeah, so you're just saying go higher ticket.
Go higher ticket and then make the lower ticket even better, so that it makes they want to buy the higher ticket even more.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Wish
it.
y'all the best. All right. Peace. All right, guys. We got about 15 minutes. My man Johnson, you back? You're muted.
Yeah, I am. I can come back next week if there's more people you want to get around to.
I'm gonna just be quick with you with what we were talking about. So
Awesome.
I said last I was telling you, I was saying do the math.
Yeah.
You need to figure out exactly what's the potential earnings from the more expensive place in Sydney that you can possibly be working at, and what that recurring revenue is. Because if you're the highest pay rate, if you're at the top of the market where you currently are and you're charging $25, it's an uphill climb because you're gonna have to get so many clients just to be making good money. Why not position yourself in a place where you can already charge more per customer and do the same strategies you're doing with your already mentorship? It's all about making more. It's about providing enough. The thing about barbers, right? And I think the reason why barbers struggle is because you guys want to make money, but you don't understand that there needs to be a value add to the customer, right? Like I see barbers struggle with this shit so much. Yeah, you want to make money, so you think, oh, let me just charge more. People are gonna go where it's cheaper. So, but if you make their experience, the thing about haircuts for men specifically is experience. How can I create a better experience with my customer so they don't have a problem paying 60, 75, $100? Not just, oh, let me just charge them because I think they should pay me. They should give me more money. Fuck no. It's all about a value exchange. How can I make the experience of my customers better so whatever I increase in price can be justifiable? And if I do go to a different part of town, it will be a no-brainer. Or if you do the math and the place that you're going to in Sydney that is more expensive is not worth it, then you stay where you currently are, right? And you figure out how you can start to position your already clients to bring you more clients, which is what I was going to give you, right? Which was start giving your clients an incentive to bring you new people. People want to, the law of reciprocity is so powerful. When you give, people feel compelled to give back. So what can I give them that will make them say, hell yeah, I'm going to recommend this person to come back. I'm going to recommend a friend of mine to him. Something, right? Yeah. Figure out what that extra value exchange is. All right. So
sorry.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
So I'm already doing referrals. So it goes, if you refer one paying client, you get your next cut free. So refer one, get one.
That sounds good, but people buy based on their perceived value. So you're telling them, yeah, you get your next cut free, but they just got a cut. So you sell at the biggest pain, not at the biggest reward. What I would do is I would start offering them, right? When they come into the cut, hey man, you know, if you recommend me a friend before your cut, you get half off this cut.
Right.
The biggest pain, not the biggest reward. After they got their haircut, you tell them, oh, you bring a friend, I give you your next cut free. Yeah, oh yeah, man, for sure, bro. Yeah, bro, that sounds great. But if they sit on that chair and you're going through the details of how you're going to help them out, make them look good before their transformation, at their biggest pain, you say, before this cut, man, just want to let you know, if you refer me a friend, right, you get this cut half off.
Right.
They're gonna be like, what? So you mean to tell me you finna make me look good, and if I'm gonna get this shit half off? Who do I go in my? They give you the contact before you cut the hair.
Okay.
They get the immediate. They get the immediate incentive. So they take action immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm actually doing that as well with new clients, as in explaining to them how I'm going to make them look good, because that's my caption on Instagram is I help men look their best. So that's
not a big
way
enough
that I'm pushing my word.
I help men look their best is not a big pain point.
Right.
It needs to be a bigger pain point. Look their best is very general. It needs to be I help men go from unconfident to something. It needs to be an emotional transformation that they go through. All right. So they need to figure that out. But yeah, you got to get to somebody else. But I would try to implement that referral program or that discount if they can get somebody that they know to book a call or to book a haircut with you immediately on a chair, or you can do it right after you cut the hair. So we don't have to maybe have to give them that discount right when you about to cut the hair. You can cut the hair so you can build up the emotion that they look great, they love the haircut, right? Oh my God, the haircut looks good. So you can use their high and say, hey, if you refer me to someone right now, right, you share my link to a friend of yours that you think would love a haircut too, I'll give you half off right now, or I'll give you 30% off right now. I'll give you $12 off right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good one, bro.
Am I allowed to jump on next week or no?
It's tough, man, because I'm trying to get to as many people as possible. But bro, if you want extra help, like I help guys with their personal brand. Like I know you said you got some coaches. I'm not so sure how that's working out with you. What's exactly is going on. But if you want some more personalized help, I am coaching a select group of guys right now. The mentorship only allows for 55 people. 10 spots already done. Where like we help you scale your social media marketing, sales. Like it's a more personalized approach. If you want help, look at the link in the chat. Book a call. Let's see if it makes sense, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, bro.
Thanks.
Have a good one. Hustler Fitness.
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro.
Talk to me. How old are you?
I'm 18, but I need help with my personal brand, bro.
Got you. What personal brand are you trying to do?
I got YouTube. I got a YouTube channel. And I'm doing fitness.
Okay. Got me. So what? How can I help you?
So I need you to tell me so this is my program. I go live on YouTube just like you, and I do a free fitness Q&A, and then people ask me questions here and there. And the people that really been that's active in the gym, I do the same thing, bro. If you want to hop in on a call with me, we can hop on and I'll sell the program to that. But
whoa. You sell the program where? On the call?
Yeah, onto a one-on-one call, the free call.
Wait, I'm confused. So you go live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Who is it? Do you have a big YouTube following, Instagram following? Where are they coming from?
From YouTube.
So you go live on YouTube and you're doing a free fitness Q&A.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then on that Q&A, you're just selling them on a coaching.
Yeah, basically, yes.
After you do what?
After I just go live and answer questions. I help guys, for free.
So, okay, but are the guys coming on the live and asking you questions, or is it
it's in the chat, yeah.
So when they do come live, you sell them on a Q&A. I mean, on the one-on-one.
Yes.
So why don't you just give them value and then offer to help them?
Yeah, I do that during the live.
Yeah, but what about when they come on live with you?
Oh no, I can't do that because my when I do that, I don't know, my YouTube doesn't push out my content like that. I only got 300 subscribers, so I can't really do that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you need to focus on more value, and then you remind people about your services. If you guys notice, that's what I do, right? People buy once they feel like you've helped them enough to where paying you is a no-brainer to get more help.
Okay, well, I have an issue with that. So basically, when I do get on a call and I try to sell them the program, my program is $200 a month. It's a one-on-one coaching program. Mm-hmm. Most of the people that get on the call, they need they're in a third world country. That $200 is a lot for them.
So that means you need to make better content to attract more people.
Would you think I should make long forms or just keep going live more?
Which kind of content are you making?
Fitness.
What are you making, short or long?
Both.
Are they getting any views?
I mean, recently I just posted 4 days ago. It got 400 views.
Yeah, so you're not even getting enough views to be pitching any kind of coaching program.
Okay.
Like, where are you currently living?
Indiana, bro. Indiana.
Okay, so with 300 subscribers and your videos are getting a few hundred views,
Yeah.
you need to be focusing on making better content.
But bro, you know what's crazy? When I go live, I get like 2,000 people views. One time I had like 100 people on my live.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
lives are pushed by the platforms, but those people may be finding your content new. You haven't done enough to build yourself as an authority in their eyes.
So you think I should make like post more long forms on my YouTube?
You need to make better content in general. Yes, more engaging long forms that provide value, better short forms, all these things that are going on that you could possibly be doing to build yourself as an authority and to help people solve problems. The fastest way to make money from someone or for them to give you money is if the advice you give them helped them.
Okay.
Does that
Also,
make sense?
yeah, I have one more question, bro.
What's up?
So I'm 18. I'm still in high school, bro. I need your opinion on this. I'm still in high school. I'm gonna graduate in like 2 months. You think I should stick with like just get a normal job while I'm doing my business, or you think I should go to college?
Go all on the business?
Yeah, go into business while having a job after high school, or you think I should go to college and then, you know,
What would you go to college for?
that I don't even know, bro. I don't know.
Well, in that case, I definitely wouldn't go to college to go blow money.
Yeah, of course.
Right. I would try to just do personal training, man. Because
Okay.
you can go work at a gym. You can get your NASM and go work at a gym.
Okay.
Right. And you can
Yeah.
rack up clientele doing that, and you can start making money doing that. Because that's a NASM, in my opinion, is even better than like in terms of what you're trying to do. It will make you more money faster because you can get the NASM and you can go directly into a gym and start working as a trainer and start helping people in the gym, build a clientele doing that, and you can be building your online stuff as well. But if you don't want to do the in-person personal training, you're gonna have to get a regular job.
Okay.
So then you can start building the online stuff with money because you need money. Okay. I gotta go.
And then all right, that's it. All right, thank you, bro. Thank
Have a good one. Alejandro, last person. How's it going, man? Hello?
All right, how's it going, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How's it going?
Okay. How old are you, man?
25.
Okay. What's your business?
I'm a mobile detailer.
Awesome, man. So how can I help you?
So I'm basically stuck at I'm only making about, I'd say around 8,000 to 9,000 a month at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to scale my business a little bit more and possibly make twice or more.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way to go about making more.
Okay. Where are you currently located?
California.
Okay. 8 to 9 grand in Cali is not a lot.
Yeah.
How much money are you saving after expenses?
About 7.5.
Say how much are you saving after you don't have no expenses? You only have $500 of expenses?
Oh no. Okay, no. I'll tell you. I'm saving around 7.5. So the expenses.
If you're making $8,000, or let's say $8,000, what are your expenses?
5,500 per month.
How much?
250, 500 per month on my car wash.
No. Okay. All your expenses.
Oh, all my expenses. About my expense is 3.5. So I'm saving about four grand.
Awesome. Now in California, you're saving $4,000 and you're trying to scale this to double. How do you get most of your clients?
So I have maintenance plans where I go to my clients bi-weekly or every other week. And I have about 45 to 50 clients. And my maintenance plans, they're either details or just regular washes.
No, I'm saying, how are you getting new clients? Where did you get the most? Your clientele right now, where did you get? Where?
Word of mouth.
How did they find you?
Yes, word of mouth for just building, from washing other people's cars, and then they recommend. And I have a Google page with about 10 reviews. So I mainly, every time I do new people's cars, I send them to get a Google review.
Okay. So let's quickly get those reviews to 100. Let me tell you how.
Okay.
Every time that you're going to detail somebody's car, you give them how much is your detailing usually cost?
I have two packages. One's about $250 and the other one's about $320.
Okay. So when the number is above 100, right, the numerical discount is in people's head a greater value. If it's under 100, no, my bad. If the number is above 100, a percentage discount is higher, right? If the number is below 100, a number discount seems higher to people.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is every time you do a detailing from now moving forward, let's get these reviews to like 300, so you can rank higher, because SEO is important. Right. So if you're not running ads, anybody that's looking for a detailer, if they go search mobile detailer in your city, what city are you in?
Thousand Oaks.
Okay, that sounds like a small place.
It's about like 100K in population.
Okay, so that might be another problem. We have several issues here. So your location might be a little bit too small, and the fact that you're making that much money is a good sign. That means that you're probably doing a really good job. So next time that you are doing any kind of detailing work for somebody, right, you're gonna give them a percentage discount when you finish. Okay. Hey, give me a review right now. I'll give you 5% off the whole job. Because that review, every 5-star review you get is you moving up and up in the SEO, which will bring you more and more clients.
Okay.
All right. Now that's just for getting your reviews up. In terms of getting your clientele up, you have to give your clients an incentive to want to refer you people. If all of your business is coming from word of mouth, what incentive do your clients get from giving you a detailing gig?
Right. No incentive.
Nothing. So they won't do it. So the fact that you've gotten this many people, that means that you're just a hell of a detailer, right? But you can make this even more. You can give your clients a portion of your sale.
Okay.
If they refer you somebody and that person actually does a job with you.
All right. Okay.
So what you would tell them is every time you do a detailing gig with someone, all right, or you want to implement this referral program, you say, hey, I'll give you 50%, 40% of this job, right? If you refer me a friend and they do a job with me.
All right.
Here's why. Hear me out. Right now, your cost of acquisition, you don't even know what it costs you to acquire a customer.
I don't.
You don't. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to make that CAC as low as possible. Because if this person paid you $350, or they were going to pay you $350, but that's the only $350 you're going to ever earn from them, or you say you have these maintenance packages, right? Where you go and give them, you make money from those?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's where I make most of my money. I have people on maintenance plans.
Gotcha. So here we go. So what you can do is you can give referrals around the maintenance plans, or you give referrals to people who are signing up, or you give them a discount on the maintenance plans.
Okay.
So you say, hey, I have these maintenance plans that, are used. How much do the maintenance plans cost? So
maintenance, I will give, if a client, I'll wash his car for the first time in full detail, which is around $250, like I said. Mm-hmm. And then on my maintenance, I'll give it for half off. So $125.
Okay. So that means they find more value in the maintenance plans, right?
Yes.
So what I would do is I would give them a certain percentage off, or you give them a free maintenance a month with every new client they bring you.
Okay.
Because guess what that does? Guess what that does? Not a free client, not a free maintenance every month, but you give them one free maintenance for every new client they bring you.
Okay.
So let's do the math here. If you charge $250 for one client, and then on the maintenance you're getting $125, so you're getting, what is that? What is that? Let me see. $250 plus 125, 375. So the maintenance is cost, you're getting that every month?
Yeah.
You're making some money. 125 times 12, that's 1,500 a year. So your LTV on average is around 1,500 to 1,800 a year. That's the lifetime value of a customer. How many of these customers do they stay out of the percentages, or like out of total?
I've had pretty consistent clientele, about like maybe like 1 through 5, like end up like throughout the whole year. I'll keep like about 90%. Yeah.
You keep about 90% or 20%?
No, I'm keeping about 90% of my clientele. Like my clients go nowhere. I mean, they drive cars, they have to get their cars cleaned all the time.
Gotcha. So if you're keeping 90% of your clients, we're about to make you some money. If you're keeping 90% of your clients and you're charging them around, your lifetime value is, let's say, 1,800 per customer in just a year, right? Or how many years do they usually stay?
I mean, I've only started my business. I've only had my business for more like under a year. No, about a year. So like I've kept most of my clients.
Okay, so lifetime value right now of your customers is 1,800, right? If you give them 125 for a maintenance, if you give them a free maintenance and they bring you somebody, guess what you just earned?
I earned the original.
No, you just earned 1,500.
1,500.
Because the next person that you get, well, you're gonna do the same thing, right? You're gonna give them 275 or 250, and then a 125 maintenance plan. So you giving your clients $125 value free maintenance actually earns you $1,500.
Okay.
So you're gonna give them that free maintenance if they bring you somebody that actually does the sales that you actually do the detailing for.
Yes.
Because why? Because that person, you're gonna sell them on the detailing, and then you're gonna offer the maintenance plan.
Right. I'm making money off
So that free detailing is actually earning you $1,500. Now you offer that to every single client.
To my current clients as well?
Yes.
All right.
Get next month off. Hey guys, I'm gonna give you next month free detailing if you bring me, if you refer me one new client.
Okay, and then you gotta make sure to tell them, this is only gonna be for this one client, and then the rest is all right.
Yeah. If you bring if they bring you a new client every fucking month, if they bring you a new, so let's do a limit, right? Because we don't want it to get crazy. We could be up to 3 clients, three new referrals a month.
3 new referrals a month. Okay.
Right. I can do this for 3 people. Let's do 3 people every 6 months. You can bring up to 3 referrals every 6 months, meaning that you can get 3 months free out the year of detailing, which will range you around. You save $375 a year. That's how I will package it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You're gonna save around $375 a year. Okay, yeah.
If you can get $375 off the entire year of your detailing. That's 3 months free if you refer up to 3 clients to me in a matter of 6 months.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I would offer this promo to every single client that you have now.
I am definitely gonna do that.
Yeah. So now we can possibly get shit. It might be a busy month for you, but and we'll guess what's gonna happen. If you can close all of those people and you can get them on a monthly plan of a maintenance plan, now if let's say how many clients you got right now?
About 45 to 50.
Let's say half of these people, let's say 25 people take this deal of a free, you tell them free maintenance next month, they'll consider it greatly.
Okay.
They'll really consider it. Let's say 25 people bring you one person.
Okay.
Right? So that's 25. Goodness. 25. So that's 25 times 1,500 for the year. That's almost 40 grand for the year extra off of one person that they bring you.
Okay, yeah.
One. Just one person. That half of the people. If every single one of them will bring you, which I doubt, but you're talking about, let's hypothetically, let's say 50 people times, what did I say it was?
1,500.
Times 1,500. That's 75 grand for the entire year. Can you handle that much workload though?
No, I don't think I can. I would have to hire someone else with me.
Now you got a business though. So we're talking about doubling your income. You bring somebody else to come, you teach them, you teaching them how to do this can make you 50 grand extra a year on each person that you bring. That's if just one person. So if you do this with every new person, you can go from 8 to 9 grand a month to 30 to 40.
Okay. And then not this, I haven't mentioned, like, I also have, so aside from the people I do maintenance, I also get clients from Google. Like, I'll get like, I don't know, like 15, 20 new clients, but they don't go on the maintenance. They'll just get their car washed. So aside from the details I do, I just wash regular cars at offices or
So you need to get better at selling the people who you're getting from Google.
Yeah.
If you're getting 15 people from Google, is that a month?
No, yeah, this is about a month. This is about a month.
Okay. So the referral, I mean the Google review thing I gave you, right, is gonna get you to get way more reviews faster.
Okay.
So that'll bump you up. So that immediately start to get you more eyes in terms of people wanting that service.
Gotcha.
Right. And then you got to do a better job of giving those people that come from Google an incentive to do detailing.
Okay.
All right. Listen, bro, it sounds like you got a lot of work. If you want some help with this,
yeah.
I actually help people take their personal brand to the next level, right? With social media and branding. That was just the business side of it. If you want to blow this shit out the water, you start making content, you might have to hire a 20-person team because you're gonna have so much work, but it comes with more responsibility, comes more money. So what is your dream for your business specifically?
Well, I love detailing cars myself, so I basically would want to detail, but maybe just do like the high-end clients, like the ones that are driving the Bentleys and the Mercedes. I like doing those type of cars, and maybe have other people do the take care of the maintenance clients.
Okay. So what's a goal income for you?
I mean, when I said double, I was only like looking right now for like just like 20, 9, like 18. But
yeah.
You said more, so I mean, more is better.
Gotcha. So I mean, listen, if you want some help with this before I head out of here, I do have an inner circle mentorship where I help men not only make better content, but we teach sales, we teach marketing, we basically walk you through how to establish a big business, right? We built the 7-figure business. My business partners work with me. The person who scaled my business in terms of marketing, my content guy works with us as well. That's the guy that's behind my content. How did you find me, by the way?
My brother recommended you.
Okay. Did you find the business channel or the main channel?
No, the main channel.
Well, yeah, there you go. So the main channel is what brought you here. So imagine if you can create a personal brand where people are being recommended to your products and services. If you want some help with that, I'm gonna post a link for you in the chat.
Okay.
In the YouTube chat. Click the link, book a free call. Let's see if it makes sense for us to work together, man.
Okay. Yeah, just one last question. If I were to convert like let's say 200, 300, whatever you said on Google reviews, it would make sense to make an SEO website as friendly as possible for people to book like directly instead of like contacting me and calling me.
Give them some kind of incentive. So
in the website, if I were to make a website SEO friendly, would recommend.
So because you're trying to get all the clicks that come to that page to convert. So if you offer some kind of incentive, it will take people who are on the fence, right? The value that you would provide would make people want to join. So I would give some kind of discount. If you're seeing that most of the people that are coming from Google are not even doing the maintenance plan, that means you might need to increase the barrier, increase the value that you provide up front, so more of them go over the edge.
Okay.
So they want to join with you because you're going to keep a lot of them if they get on this maintenance plan.
Right.
So you got to give a little bit more to get them through the door. So when they get through the door, you're going to convert.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, man, you want more help with this? Link is in the YouTube chat.
All right. We'll do.
All right. Have a good one, man.
Good one, man.
Guys, if you found value in this stream and this coaching today, essentially free coaching, learning from a 7-figure entrepreneur how to build your personal brand, you have an idea or a business that you're trying to scale, Yeah. Listen, we actually are having a free class. I'm having a free training as well on April 28th, right? It's going to be a free coaching on how to establish your personal brand. All you got to do, man, is look in the chat right now. Look in the chat, look in the YouTube chat. All right. Sign up for that free coaching. All right. It'll walk you through exactly how everything needs to be in terms of your personal brand. Okay. Link is in the chat. Look at the link in the chat. Can you post it again? Can you post it again? Can you post it again? Let me make sure. Let me see something. Yeah, link is in the chat. Link is in the chat. Have a good one, guys. Peace.